Welcome to the Captain's Blog. I am David McDonough, Senior Vice President and founder of Flagship Wealth, powered by Trilogy. On this blog, we try to take what's unnecessarily complicated out there in Wall Street and DC and make it understandable to you on Main Street. Up 2% last week, flat for the year, up 6% in May. The best month since November of 2023. How is that sell in May and go away crowd looking these days? That's with the tariffs ruled unlawful. That's with China and the U.S. talks stagnant. But get this, earnings came in, fundamental earnings came in, and a certain AI company had exceptional growth. Are we back to fundamental investing? We back to trading on tweets. Here's your week in review. Well, I'll preface this by saying we started the week with a tweet and ended the week with a tweet. We started with the tweet on Monday that it's very difficult to get a deal done with China. In the middle of the week, ADP came up with payroll numbers drastically lower than expectations. Again, there is a hiring freeze out there due to the uncertainty. And again, this morning, payroll numbers come out. Again, our guess is that they come in weaker than expected, which is good news for the Fed, gives them courage and coverage to lower interest rates. I do expect over the next 6 to 12 months that they lower at least twice. More money in your pocket. But I mentioned the second tweet against a certain EV company, electric vehicle company, and over 2 days, that position dropped 20%. So yes, fundamentals did have a role this week, but tweets did as well. At the end of this week, the market is flat, and we'll take it. Now here's what to look for next week. It's all about geopolitical risk next week. I think the circus is going to be back in town in DC, where it comes to the big, beautiful deal. We'll be paying attention to inflation numbers and, yes, the jobs numbers that come out this morning. But I've said it each and every week, at least for the past 3 or 4, I believe that we're at the top end of the trading range. Take this as an opportunity to review your risk tolerance, your balances, your asset allocation, and diversify before the market does it for you. Now, here's your personal finance tip of the week. As I just mentioned, I believe that the market is at the top end of the trading range and starting to get expensive, the market. But there are certain sectors, certain names that there is still value. So I believe in active investing versus passive. Very simple. Passive, you're investing in an index. And as I just mentioned, I believe that the index, that the market is fully valued. Active, instead of taking all 500 names in the S&P 500, we have active managers that pick out 30 or 40 that there's value. And lastly, this, we ask you out there in Flagship Nation to do us a favor. Give us your comments. We pride ourselves on the service that we provide. We bring the A game each and every week. Right, Patty? If you have any questions, you have any comments, share those with us. Go to flagshipwealth.com. At the top, you'll see the 401k rollover guide, but at the bottom, share your experience. Maybe do so when you're playing Captain's Blog Bingo, but make sure you have that grammar check and that spell check handy. So thanks again for checking, and we'll see you next week on the Captain's Blog.